your army is far away. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I was reading something then. If your troops are far away from your main army, then they'll be wary and be scared to fight and just run away, basically.
On general and all that.
Yeah, and all other supporting troops. I should have scouted. I was tempted just to send a bow, but then I thought, nah, fuck it. They won't have lots of troops because they've only got one province. And that's another stupid thing about this game. They have one province. They've just lost a province, and now they still have a big, massive army somehow.
That's part of the problem with Shogun, I would say. That's to be honest with you, the reason why I'm finding it very difficult at the moment to be able to knock out. The Miami have only got one province, but they've got an army 3 times the size of mine. And it's just like, wow. Okay, so when it comes to attacking then, when it comes to stuff when I have overwhelming numbers, I can just simply attack.
Yeah. Unless
okay.
They have, like, amazingly, like, 5 to 10 chevroned.
Oh, true. That's the reason why I was a little bit cautious, because you can still hold off against samurai. You can still hold off against armies in stuff like with samurai units. But I guess I kind of ripped your samurai units apart now, didn't I?
Greetings.
Sorry if I've buggered up your plans for attacking.
Noble friend.
Did I kill any of your generals?
Yeah.
How many?
My daimyo.
Oh. Sorry about that, old chap.
I'll remember it for next time, don't worry. Right, I need to go on a heavy recruiting spree, take my daimyo out of that province.
A new daimyo.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be harder to get trade because he's not very well known or respected. So I've got -10 across the board now.
How do you know about your diplomatic rating?
You go on diplomacy and hover over a different clan, and it shows you what your relation is with that clan.
Ah, okay. I just thought it was like one of those general stats which showed everything. What are you offering me?
I'm ready to listen to your every word.
Recognizing your worth.
What I can do for you, I will do for you.
Huh? It'd be good if you could trade technologies in this game. Why would I want to marry her?
Yeah.
I'll take your money, don't worry. Well, in fact, I have a trade ship what I need moving. Oh, sure, that's a fair deal.
Hang on, I'm trying to think where I can do it, 2 things, but I don't know if you can see it. I don't know. I don't know why you want me to give you money.
I was just trying to get money, see if I could get it, but obviously not. Wait, I'm trading. I didn't even have 700 Goku. I get a lot more, loads more per turn now that I've got no army.
Yeah, that's one of those nice things about losing an army. Your income goes up so quickly.
And you become ever so defenseless. God damn it.
Oh, have I made you defenseless as well?
Yeah. Well, I've got 6 troops in my...
Yeah, I can see them in your capital.
Let's take these.
Ooh, a katana unit.
I've got no katana units.
You're not now?
No.
Ah, you're moving stuff out now, I see.
That'll do.
That said, you have got 3 provinces now, so you should be able to make a decent income.
I should be able to cope back. As long as I don't get attacked, I'll be alright. As long as the Ottomo don't move that army to my Hyuga, I'll be fine. You know what I should have done, in hindsight? withdrew all my troops right from the start, just pressed the withdraw button, and then my army would have just retreated back.
Well, I'm about to lose my army, so, you know, my campaign's going to go to hell in a hacksaw in 5 seconds. So...
Are you attacking a castle?
Well, I'm not in a position to attack a castle. I'm just kind of hoping to God that I can just sneak out.
Why don't you just attack a province? Because if you wait longer, they're just going to expand.
Well, that's the thing. It's difficult to expand and take a province when your province is 5 turns away from theirs, and by the time you get to theirs, they've already expanded. That's what I did when I was training up my army towards Ugo. I went for it, and unfortunately, by that point, they already had 600 units in their position.
Well,
Whereas with you, you're a lot easier. Well, your positioning is so close to the enemy base, all you have to do is spend a turn getting to there.
But your home province is the same distance to.
No,
Ugo.
it's not.
It is.
It is not.
I've got. How many turns does it take?
4 or 5 turns.
It doesn't take that long. Surely.
No, it does. No, it does. Don't forget, you've got shitty roads, shitty generals. You've got the seasons. It's a lot harder to attack in Ugo than it is over by where you are. That's why you've had such a good break, because basically all you had to do was train maybe 2 or 3 units, send your army over, and all you have to take is like a turn to take over the town of Osumi.
Well, it takes
and
me
then
3. It took me 3 turns to get to Hyuga because my generals
yeah,
are so
low. But for your first conquering, you only had Satsuma, and all it could take... If I had 2 territories, I'd be a lot better off. But unfortunately, because I've only got 1, I haven't got anything to do. Whereas you've already got Osumi, because you're in such a good position. That's why being the Date clan is difficult.
Every advantage has a disadvantage, because because the provinces are so close together, like Otomo now have a big massive army, they can just literally walk to my to Hyuga and just take it straight away. And because their generals are high ranked now, they can just work to Sumi straight away with 1 turn. So I'm more vulnerable from enemy players or enemy AI armies attacking my province. That means I've got to spend more.
You still have the ability of falling back on either Osumi or Satsuma. So it's as much as it's, I'm not saying, oh, I have it worse off than you. All I'm saying is, up here, it's a lot harder to do anything than it is down there.
Well, everything on the map is equal. So.
Oh no, it's equal, but it's not. Well, I would kind of disagree. I would say that it's equal to a certain extent, but only if you have either a friend by you, or if you are, I don't know, if you somehow win the lottery in Japan in 1549.
But the Date, they can get trade partners easier, and they're less likely to be attacked because of the trees in the way, so it takes them longer. Whereas mine, I can't get any trade partners. You're my only trade partner on this. I'm more accessible to attacks, but the advantage is they're closer together to attack. So there's a lot of advantages and ooh, someone's just taken a province.
It's difficult for me to get trade though, because I only have 1 port.
I only have
so
1
if I
port.
want, yeah, but you can have multiple trades, whereas I've only got 1 little trade. Oh, hello! I've got a Makami peace treaty.
No, I've only got 1 trade partner and 1 trade port. All the other trade ports are taken by the Shino.
Okay, awesome. Awesome sauce. Okay, I've just been given a peace treaty. Huzzah. Actually, I think I know what to do for this next stage. That's actually kind of fortunate. I think I've got an idea on how I can do this.
Okay, the Shino have just taken over the Otomo. Now they have 5 provinces. Now I'm literally cornered in.
You're cornered in?
Yeah.
What, are you at war with the Shino?
No.
You'll be okay then.
No, but if I want to, then they've got 5 provinces. So I'm going to have to wait quite a long time to build an army up.
Forget to wear the bow. Oh, I have to study strategy of attack, that's why.
Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 6, 8, 11, 14, 15, 16 troops.
How much do I have in my army? Many.
No, I'm on about, that's how much I'll have in about 3 turns once.
No, I'm just looking at how many bow dudes I've got in my army.
I need a lot more bow.
Made peace with the Mogami. I think I've got. I think I figured out how to attack now.
Okay, that'll do. I need to make...
Conquered, or is that the Hakatagama clan? No, it's the Hakatagama. Sorry, I thought you took over Ki and Setesu. I was like, what?
There is always a welcome for you, and a receptive audience for your ideas.
Yeah, I literally have no one to trade with.
To be honest with you, I don't have much in the way of trade or money making things at the moment. I mean, I've thankfully got a better irrigation, which means I could possibly make a bigger. I could perhaps construct a stronghold, depending on how much money I can make. But
Hey, at least you got a trade with the Hatakama as well.
have I? Oh yes, I do because of that. Right? Yeah, I might actually once in the turn. I might try making trade with the Mogami as well. Get them to do trade because once again we're on the walkie thing. So
Yeah,
my
that's the
turn.
thing. That's where you're quite lucky,
Withdrawal.
actually. You can have trades through land, whereas really I can't really have trade
Oh no, I
anywhere on
can't.
my lands.
I can only trade via port. So
Yeah, unless they're next to you, you can't. You have to trade by port.
how much can I do if I wanted to upgrade my port? An extra trade route via sea. Son is born. The terrace farming has been completed, so that's awesome. I got a new son. Another clan Otomo has been knocked out. Isn't too bad.
I mean, I could get a trade with... No, I can't get a trade with Shoni. But if I did get a trade with them, it wouldn't be worthwhile because I would have to attack them, and you've kind of got to weigh up the pros and cons of is it worth the negative diplomacy you'll get.
Yeah, I got that as well.
And it really isn't. And when you get like once to take over this island eventually, hopefully. No, you don't want a military alliance.
Why not?
It'll be bad because if one of us gets dragged into war, that means we'll have to call our allies, which means.
Oh,
one of us...
if I get dragged into war with someone who you can't assist with, I won't call you into war.
No, I mean, like eventually, once you get more allies, you'll have to call each other. You'll have to call all your allies, so it will give us a negative diplomacy. Just a tip of the trade, because the thing is, diplomacy is very important in this to get trade and stuff. So you want to try and keep getting negative diplomacy down to the minimum. So saying, eventually you should start creating, once you get like a little foothold, start creating alliances with people and try and work together near people who you're near to.
Well, the problem is the best way to get working with people is you've got to have a trading relationship for at least a few turns with them whilst you're with them. But the problem is, because unfortunately...
you have the Hatakama.
That isn't much. And I'm already kind of almost allied with them, but it's unfortunate, but...
It's better than no one.
Oh no, true, but...
Because if you made alliance with someone else and me, and you needed that other clan to join in, that means I would have to decline to go in there, because obviously I'm too far away to do anything anyway. And
no, but I can
would
always...
get,
I know, fair enough.
I get negative diplomacy relations, which means all the Japanese people around me are like, oh no, we don't like you, and then don't trade with me, take my fireworks away from me, and then go to war with me.
How are you doing at the moment? I mean, that's the thought. What happens if if you get conquered by someone? I'm not saying you will, or if I get conquered by someone, does that mean the thing ends then? It's just like,
Gets ended. So that's the thing, that's why it's good being this far away, because we can help each other survive to then win the game. Because if you get conquered, then I don't win. I've got to take your province to win. So that means I need to help you as much as possible, so then I can take your province. But the way we'll do it, we won't do capital sniping, where I just get a ship and go to your capital and take it over. We'll do it so we have to take each other head on and go through all our provinces, so then it's a bit more meaty.
Well, traditional war. A bit traditional then, yeah.
So that means we don't have to worry about keeping troops in our capital, where we can just go all out in the big field battles and have some epic battles, which will be a lot more fun. Okay, so I need to... No, I don't want to do negative... I'm going to go for fire arrows.
Good choice. Fire arrows are quite handy for most things.
So we're going to go to sea battles soon, definitely. Sea battles are going to become quite big. Okay, so I've had my province, Hyuga, on exempt from tax because it was a bit mad. So just unexempt it, and it didn't see any. Okay, it's not giving me that much money anyway. The province.
No red.
I like when you click on a trade ship and it goes ha ha. Oh,
ha ha.
Trade ships are getting more expensive to buy.
Yep. They make you money, so they cost money.
Gonna get my infrastructure up a bit.
Oh, hello, clan has adopted Christianity. The Shoni have adopted Christianity.
Oh, are they? Oh no, they're right near me. No way! Damn it! That means one. You can't
stop them. Christianity's taken over.
That one, they're going to be a pain to take over now because I'm going to have to convert all their provinces, and two, they're going to be mad with me, so they're more likely to go to war quicker.
Yeah, but don't forget also, they're going to have to convert their provinces to go from Buddhism to Christianity really quickly. So, although technically you're in a very although technically speaking, yes, you're going to have to deal with that. At the same time, they also can help you because then their province may rebel against them because they're obviously having such a big religious struggle. So it swings and roundabouts, really.
Well, hopefully it doesn't do the big "I'm the AI, I can do what I want" and just doesn't have any trouble whatsoever, which seems to be the way for the Shonen because they were getting attacked by the Otomo. The Otomo were quite strong, and then just suddenly the Otomo was getting destroyed. Even though they had two big, massive armies, they got destroyed.
Well, bearing in mind, I killed off most of the Otomo army, which is in a sense kind of...
You killed them off?
Yes, I was being a stupid general, remember?
Oh, right. Well, they still had a fair decent to do something.
How was my strategy of attack, by the way, apart from the fact that I should have charged quickly? Did I attack well? Did I strategically do stuff well?
No. You remember when I attacked with my general, right from the start? I just charged my general out into your bows?
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't to kill off your bows, that was to make your matchlocks shoot into your spears. You had your matchlocks behind your line at the time, and put my general in the line of sight of the matchlock, so the matchlock shot you. So that general probably got about 100 kills. One from killing some bows, killing maybe one or two spears, but then the matchlock's taking a volley into all your units in that big blobby
I'm not
area.
so sure can you still have friendly fire on this? I don't know if you can.
Yeah, that was the big controversy of matchlocks, that they didn't have friendly fire enough. So online, people used to just put it behind spears, and it used to be untouchable because friendly fire wasn't very potent. But now it's very potent, and they route quite easily.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. Then I'll be aware of that next time.
But yeah, situations like that. You had Yori Ashigaru. You had more Yori Ashigaru than I had my whole army.
Yeah.
So in that situation, you should have just, you wasn't going to lose.
I know, but I don't know. When it comes to multiplayer battles, I sometimes still have my kind of tradition of, right, make sure they last as long as possible, try and utilize your troops as best as you can, sort of thing. And maybe that's kind of dumb, maybe that isn't, I'm not too sure, but I don't know. As I said, whenever I tried playing multiplayer, the people who I played multiplayer against had like level 60 armies, and I just never really got into multiplayer on this game. Bit of a shame, but you know, hopefully when Rogue 2 comes out, I'll try and do a bit more multiplayer. But I always preferred PvE.
PDE.
PE.
What?
PvE.
PvE.
Player versus environment. It's a thing we did on Guild Wars.
Player versus environment. Don't you mean the AI? Because you can't really play against the environment, can you?
Still got the second game, but when
how do you play against the environment?
well, basically, it's just you don't play against your players. You just that was a bit weird. When you're playing in Guild Wars, you have the option of either playing against players, like standard multiplayer, or you could play against the environment, like the story and everything. And you could form up clans, and they could all work together, and you could do things like that. And I always preferred that, because I always like working together with people, rather than going to war with people.
No.
You know?
I meant, and then I know what playing against environment is, but how do you play against environment on this? Or is that?
Well,
or
I
is
was
that
just going to do campaigns and co-op, really.
Ah, right, okay. I mean, in any Total War game, the main aspect is to know the troops in online. That's really it. It's not about tactics, really. Well, it is about tactics, but it's not. You'll be surprised of how much isn't about tactics. It's all about knowing the troops, and so basically knowing the simple maths of the game. So spears beat horse, horse beat sword, swords beat spear.
Swords beat spears, and archers beat. Archers can do a fair amount of damage, but easy to knock out via melee. Matchlock units, terrible in melee, devastating on morale. You know, sort of things like that. But
I've just the Shoni have just declared war against me. So if we was allies, you would have been drawn into that war. And if you
hello, I've just spotted the Shoni as well. Holy shit, giggles!
And if you didn't want to be in this with the Shoni, then or be at war with the Shoni, then you would have had negative diplomatic relations. So it was good that
I can see why they're quite determined.